Okay, so I'm going to make a video real quick. This will be the first and the start of more serious videos from the channel, looking at doing more educational content and actual stuff. Everything up until this point has kind of just been getting my feet off the ground and figuring out how to do YouTube stuff. So with that being said, let me flip around. And today, before this big storm hits East Coast, at least it's already through the Midwest, I'll be showing some last minute preparedness stuff just to keep your ducks in a row, make sure everything's good, make sure everyone stays safe. I got 1, 2, and then a third propane tank. Third one's hooked up to the grill. It's covered up, also covering the generator. It came with one, but the cover that came with it was kind of not great, so it got trashed pretty quick, and I just kind of do this to keep everything together. That's got all the hoses and attachments because this guy's having some issues with the carburetor, so we've been running on propane. Got the dual fuel because 2 is 1, 1 is none, and our 2 became 1 pretty quick, so it runs on propane good. That's in case power goes out. Then we'll look at some other stuff we got going on. So the area that I live in is pretty rural. I mean, I don't really have neighbors aside from those guys, and they just happen to be our good friends, and they live next door, so that worked out pretty well. But aside from them, I mean, we have like 3 or 4 neighbors within, 40 acres of each other, so it's not too bad. But it also means if power goes out, there's a high chance that no one's coming for a little while, and our roads don't get plowed as it is in most places like this. So, that's kind of the why behind get ready, before the storm, and then do your last minute checks and stuff, day before. And the calm, one would say, the calm of the storm, start checking stuff. All right, so under this mess of a tarp, there's a bunch of super dry wood. All the really good stuff that'll burn real well. It's got just a little bit there. We definitely need to get more wood, especially after this storm. If we lose power, we have heat from electricity, but if it goes out, then we also have a wood stove, so it'll keep the house probably too warm. Really, we have to keep it down pretty low, otherwise it gets too hot. But over here behind the shed is another stack of wood that I will cut to now. Yep, so here's another stack, also covered up. It has a roof over it, but snow can get weird and flow in strange, so I've got it covered up too. Just a bunch of like old cherry wood. It's not as seasoned as the other stuff, so that's why it sits over here, kind of catch this cross breeze from the field and all. But yeah, so there's the extra wood, and then we'll go look at the chickens, see what they're up to. So this is my not so pretty chicken coop from the outside here. There's 2 of the girls, the only 2 we got right now. Yep, she's pecking its mice because they're silly, don't realize their water's inside. But yeah, so I covered up the windows because they're not fancy enough yet to have shutters, but I covered them up just to kind of prevent that breeze from cutting through and making them unnecessarily cold. What are you doing, chicken? But yeah, so that's the coop. It needs some work. It'll definitely get some love in the spring, get a coat of paint and some other little stuff. Probably put a new roof on it because just some scrap stuff we had from the garage. Yeah, so that's the girls. And then one final thing, make sure you have a plan, right? Whenever you are, this should cut out on that wind noise a little bit. I'm in the garage now. Make sure you have a plan. Talk to your, close family and friends. Make sure they know, what's expected. See if they're still going to work. If they're able to. If they're not, make sure they have, taken care of, because it's all fine and dandy to take care of yourself, but it's a lot more important to take care of others. Being able to make sure they have what they need and they know what they need to know, and share with them knowledge that you have if you know something they don't. I'm gonna grab this extension cord from here, bring it up to the house. That way, if we need a generator, we can run it inside and keep the freezers going. Yeah, I think that basically sums it up. Hopefully this seems like a coherent thing. It's my first time doing it, so see ya.